Hi guys, you join me in session and I'm down at Linear Fisheries. Down for the SPABAITS social. We booked out the whole of Hardwick and Smith's Lake for the team. I've drawn peg 11 on the Hardwick side, swim known as the Christmas tree. Swim I've not fished before. It's only a short range swim, but there are fish showing just out in front of me. They're kind of showing all over the Hardwick side. It's looking pretty promising. The fish are active. Showing in the Smith side as well, but you know, I can't really see that, but from what the guys are saying. I mean, it's quite warm at the moment, only just got the rods out, but it is going to cloud over this afternoon. We're supposed to have a bit of rain over the weekend, so the weather looks pretty good. So hopefully between us all we can have a few fish. I can share a few of my captures with you guys and see how the weekend goes. I'm going to stay on after the weekend anyway for a few more days, so it'll be a nice session. It's only the third time I've ever fished Hardwick, but it has been kind to me in the past. Always done quite a few fish every time I've been down. Had a few of the better fish out of the lake as well, the cover fish in the past, so you know, we'll see what this session brings, but I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to having a beer with the lads and a get together. Get round and see all them guys, you know, a lot of the guys, some of the guys I haven't met before, a lot of the guys I haven't seen for a while, so hopefully it'll be a good weekend. So I'm going to settle in, get the kettle on, have a cup of tea. Like I said, I've just got the rods out and I'll update you as and when, and hopefully it won't be too long before I can share a fish with you guys. Until later on guys, cheers guys. Well guys, just a quick update really. We're now 24 hours into the social. I think there's 11, 12 fish been out now. I've managed 3 myself. And then the rest have just been coming from all over the lake really, you know. I think there's sort of 7 come out of Hardwick side and 5 out of the Smith side, so, and they're all over the place. There's no sort of area where the fish are holding up and anyone's bagging up or anything. It's not fishing hard, but it's not fishing well. It's sort of just picking fish off. It's a bit in between. But I can't complain. Like I said, I had 2 fish yesterday, quite soon really. I mean, I was a couple of hours in and I had my first fish. That was just over £30, 31.6 I think. I'll give you guys a look at that fish now. Fish number 1 for me, and the first one out on the social so far, £31, 6 ounces. Great start, and only been fishing a couple of hours. You guys look at the other side. I said only a couple of hours into the social. First fish, first 30. Can't ask for more than that. Happy days. Great start. Let's get him back. As you can see guys, lovely fish. Great start to the social for me. First fish out of the social and first 30 pounder. And then probably a couple of hours after that I had another take. That was a 26.6. Unbelievable scrap off that one, just would not come in. Another cracking fish really, so I'll give you guys a look at that. Fish number 2, 26 pounds, 6 ounces. Gave me an unbelievable scrap, this one. Just didn't want to come in at all. Caught on the FSB. Give you guys a look at the other side. Said caught on the FSB. Started off with 5 spoms over 2 rods. And just topping it up with 2 or 3 spoms after each fish, and it's looking good. Only a few hours in, so hopefully a few more to come over the weekend and the next few days. Unbelievable fish. Let's get him back. So then after them 2 fish, that was sort of like mid-afternoon, it just seemed to go really quiet. The fish stopped showing, and then all through the evening very, very quiet. I don't think there was a fish out the whole lake yesterday evening. Seemed to be the afternoon, it just switched off, and then got to the morning, and then a couple of fish started coming out from around the lake, and then mid-morning I managed my 3rd fish, which is 25 pound 8. Nice long fish, another great fight. So I'll give you guys a look at that fish now. Fish number 3, 25 pound, 8 ounces. Great scrap on this one. Weeded me up once, but managed to get it out. Action has slowed down a lot today, but first one of the second day. I'd say about 24 hours in now. It seemed to be more day bites yesterday, so hopefully a bit of luck. A few more come along today. Weather's looking good for it, so we'll see how it goes. Let's get him back. So there you are guys, that brings us up to date. That's 3 fish for me, 9 for the rest of the lake. So hopefully over the next 24 hours we can put a few more on the bank between us all, and then I'll decide what I'm doing then for the rest of the session, whether I'm going to stay in the swim I'm in or potentially have a move into a different swim. We'll see what happens. So until later on guys, or if anything else happens, we'll update you as and when. So for now guys, cheers guys. Right guys, I'll just give you a little look at the swim I'm fishing. This is on the spit between the 2 lakes, between Hardwick and Smiths. It's peg 11, peg known as the Christmas tree. Kind of 2 sides to this swim, so I've got 2 rods down here, fishing on a spot out there. I haven't used much bait. Started with about 5 spoms, and I've just put 1 spom in after each fish. And then I've got the second rod out here, basically just on another little spot. Same thing, 5 spoms, 1 spot after each fish. Not that I've caught on this side, they've all come from the right hand side so far, the fish I've had. It's a bit tight to put all 3 rods in one side, so I haven't got a lot of room to to play the fish in. Give you a little look at us swim as much as I can. Like I said, it's a bit tight, so don't know how much you're going to be able to see. So come over here, you can see out there a lot of water. One of my favourite lakes on the complex this is. Up and down like an egg box. Got very deep water, sort of 20 foot out in front of here, but you know, it goes down to 30 plus foot in places. Some real severe features, massive bars. Great little swim. Just come back round, bivvy there, and the spit carries on up. Basically goes all the way up to the top, to the causeway where the sort of lake split and the fish can get through a gap just at the end of there. What the gap is, probably 30-40 yards wide, something like that. And they sort of just come in and out of there. It's like I said, it used to be two separate lakes, and then they dug that little channel and made it into one. Two totally different lakes either side, Smiths to Hardwick. Smiths is a bit smaller, a bit more intimate, sort of more margin fishing, and then you've got like the severe features and gravel bars and open water fishing out in Hardwick, which is more my sort of fishing really. But there you are, guys. That's a little look at the swim. Until later on. Cheers, guys. Well, good morning, guys. That's it. End of the SPABAITS social. We ended up with 31, 32 fish between all of us, which wasn't bad going considering the conditions. They weren't ideal. We started off in red hot sunshine, and then we got wind and rain, but it was still high pressure. So the boys fished really well. It was good to see them all. Enjoyed catching up with them. You know, I always enjoy the socials. It's nice to meet the team and see how they fish, and you know, it's the only chance we get to meet up with a lot of the lads because they're from all over the country. But I ended up myself with 7 fish in total over the 2 nights. Had an absolutely stunning 33 plus mirror, unbelievable fish. So I'll give you guys a look at all them fish that I had now. Fish number 4, first common of the session, 24 pound, 12 ounces. Absolutely stunning, this one. Not had many commons out of this lake, but the ones I have had, the stunners. Look at that. The other side, just as impressive. Absolute scale perfect common, this one. Anybody that knows me will know I absolutely love a common. So very, very happy with that. What a fish. Fish number 5 of the session so far. £33, 12 ounces. Unbelievable fish. And this is why we come to Hardwick for fish like this. What a fish that is. Let's have a look at the other side. Proper Oxfordshire fish, this one. Wow. Happy with that. Unbelievable. Let's get him back.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Fish number 6, £23 on the button. Hard fighting Hardwick common. Long fish, this one. Scale perfect again. Lovely fish. Guys, look at the other side. Good fish. Turning into a good session again. Good average size of fish. £23, this is the smallest one I've had so far, so I can't complain. Right, let's get him back. £26 on the button. A little bit lively. Rod was in the water probably 10 minutes. Look at the other side. Great start in a new swim. It is. Let's get him back. As you can see, guys, some lovely fish there. So obviously I'm staying on for a few more nights. I'm going to fish with Mike. Mike's staying on as well. Decided to have a move so Mike can fish next to me. I fancied fishing in a point swim because I fished it a couple of times before and I've always done really well in here, so I moved up to the point swim. Mike's just next door, so he's fishing into Hardwick now rather than Smith's. He had two nice fish over the social, one just under 30 and one just over, so he's happy already. So hopefully he can have a few more and I can have a few more. But for now I'm going to settle into the new swim, get some bait out. I already know where the spots are. I mean, I fished it a couple of times before. I'll just check them, make sure they're still clear and everything's still okay, and then I'll just get the rods out pretty quick and set up, because we're due some rain today, and then we'll see what happens. I'll update you as and when as the session unfolds. So until later on, cheers guys. Well, good morning guys. Just done first night in the new swim. Managed 3 bites yesterday. Nothing last night. I landed 2 of them and unfortunately lost 1. First fish coming within 10 minutes of getting into the swim. Literally cast just a stick out with a wafter onto a spot that I already knew. And before I even got the other 2 rods out, that one was away. And a couple of hours later, I had taken one of my other rods. Unfortunately, I lost that fish. And then early evening, about 6-7 o'clock, the same rod was away again. I had another one. So it's not a bad start in the new swim. I said nothing through the night, nothing this morning yet. So I'll give you guys a look at them fish now. Fish number 8, 21 pound, 12 ounces. A very long, hard fighting male. Went off like an absolute steam train. Complete one toner. Fought like mad like they always do, these long males. Another nice fish. Hopefully a few more to come yet. Guys, look at the other side. Happy days. Let's get him back. Fish number 9, 21 pound, 3 ounces, taken on the FSP. Another long, hard fighting male. If you guys look at the other side. Keep an eye on that rod because I'm getting a liner on there, so I won't keep him out any longer just in case that other rod goes. Hopefully a few more today we are. Let's get him back in order. So yeah guys, that sort of brings us up to date. Hopefully a few more will turn up today or tonight, but I can't complain. I'm up to 9 fish now and 1 lost. So we'll see what the rest of today brings, and tonight I will show you around this swim in a bit for those guys that haven't seen this swim before, and give you a look at my bait and stuff. But for now, I'm going to get myself a cup of tea, sit back and enjoy the morning. So until later on guys, cheers guys. Right guys, I'll just give you a little look at the swim that I moved to. I started off just down there, the end of this spit, and I've moved up to the end of the spit, just up here. So as we approach the swim, a bivvy there. This is the front of the swim, and this is the gap between Hardwick and Smith's. This side over here to my left is Smith's. I can only fish 40 yards out there, so I've just got 1 rod in Smith's at the moment, just down here, which I'm fishing just out into that gap. I have also baited a spot out there at about 30 yards, found a nice little clear spot in the weed. It's not too deep. So that's basically what I've done with Smith's side. I mean, I've got the option to put 2 rods here, 1 in the gap and 1 on that spot. But at the moment I'm just fishing 1 rod there. Obviously you could put a rod just down in here, but I haven't bothered. There's a guy fishing opposite me and obviously I don't want to disturb him, so kind of left that alone. So that's that. So as we turn around, come towards the Hardwick side of the swim, basically got 2 rods out there onto a bar at about 40 yards. Can only fish 40 yards out into this side as well. That's the rule on the whole of this spit really. There has been fish showing up here all weekend, so hopefully they stay in the area and I can nick a few. I mean, the weather is absolutely bang on for here at the moment, blowing straight in, southwesterly, straight into this cut through, straight into Smith's, just to see if the fish play ball. On paper it looks absolutely spot on, but as we know in carp fishing, that's not always the case. I haven't gone heavy on the bait, same as I did in the other swim. Started off with 4 or 5 spoms, and I'll just top that up with 1 or 2 spoms after every fish, or once or twice a day if there is no fish. So there we are, bivvy down there, and that's it really. That's my swim. 2 rods there going out there. Like I said, I can flick them round to this side if I want to put 2 in here and 1 out there, or whatever. It gives you plenty of options, this swim. The only thing that limits you really is the distance you can cast, but being here I don't think you need to cast far anyway. They've got to come in close to go through this gap, so there's that. So there we are guys, just a little look. I'm a swim. See you till later on. Cheers guys. Well, good morning guys. It's now the second night done in this swim. All the action has slowed right down. The whole lake is really struggling. There's not many fish coming out from anywhere. Did manage another 2 myself yesterday, so I'll give you guys a look at them now. Fish number 10, 19 pound, 12 ounces. Second fish of the morning. Another long lean male. Lovely looking fish though. Almost a leather. Can't really see it on the camera, but it's got a lovely little starburst scale pattern. Cracker. See you guys the other side. Watching that rod, a bit of a liner then. Hopefully a couple more fish today will come. Maybe even a bigger one, we'll see. Can't complain. Into double figures now. Fish number 11, 21 pound, 8 ounces. And it's been quite slow today, so very grateful for this one. Fish have turned up a little bit now. There's not many, but a few have turned up in the area, so you never know. Always a chance of another one today, but if not, very happy with this one. Lovely looking fish. Taking on the FSB again. It's the other side. Probably the best side of the two. Lovely. The stunning Hardwick. carp. Put him back. As you can see guys, another couple of nice long fighting males. But it's due to be hot. I don't think that's going to help things much. You know, the action has slowed right down. It was tough from the start of the week. Over the social, you know, there was just the odd fish coming out here and there. You're just nicking them. You can't really get anything going and put 2 or 3 fish together on the bounce. Just nick one here and there, and I think it's going to be that sort of session. Just keep trying to nick one here and there, and hopefully can build a few fish up, but definitely not going to be easy. So for now, we'll see how the day goes and I'll update you later on. So until tonight, or unless anything happens in between. Cheers guys. Right guys, I'm just going to talk you through the bait that I'm using on this session. Starting with the spod mix. That consists of hemp, pellets I've soaked in SPABAITS, liver liquid, FSB, dumbbell boilies, whole and chopped, which I've also soaked them in the matching liquid food complex. And that's my spod mix. It's very simple. Great spod mix, catch any fish, but I've left it quite big items because it's quite deep in Hardwick and there's quite a bit of undertow, so I want it to get down to the bottom where I'm spodding, where the fish are. I don't want it floating all over the place. And then my rig is as normal, my go-to slip D rig, yellow wafter. Yellow seems to work very well in here. The fish in here do see an awful lot of corn, so I've gone for yellow. It's done well for me in the past. And then that's coupled with a stick of FSB liquid and stick mix. So basically that's my bait for the session. It's not that complicated, but there is some little tweaks and edges in there and things that I do to be a little bit different to other people, like adding the liver liquid to my pellets before I add them to the spod mix. Same with the dumbbell boilies. Not many people use dumbbells, plus I chop them as well, so it gives you lots of different shapes and sizes, some a little bit different to what most people do. You know, you have to go with hemp. They see an awful lot of hemp in here. You know, they don't get caught on it, so they sort of eat it without caution. So them sort of items have to go in, but basically it's my little tweak on the spod mix for here. It works, it catches me plenty of fish. You know, I'd happily use it anywhere I go, but basically that's my bait for the session. So hopefully, if it's already caught me a few fish, hopefully it'll catch me a few more before it's time to go home. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Cheers guys. Well, good evening guys. Well, the action has gone from extremely slow to almost non-existent. It's been absolutely red hot today. The wind died down, absolutely no wind, dead still lake, red hot. Just wasn't the one. I did hook and lose a fish about dinner time, but apart from that, just doesn't seem to be anything coming out from anywhere around the lake. They've totally shut up shop. So all we can do is keep trying. The wind has started to pick up a little bit now, has gone a bit more overcast, so maybe that will switch them on a little bit. But it's just one of them. Now that's fishing for you. 1 minute they're on, 1 minute they're off. Like I said, it's been a tough session from the start really, but if I can nick another fish or two, got tonight and tomorrow night left, I'd be very happy. I mean, it's been a slow session. I say slow session, you mean I've done really well. I'm happy the way I've fished. I've done well considering the conditions, and couldn't really do much more. You just got to kind of make the most of what's in front of you and conditions you're faced with, and make the best of it, and I believe I've done that, so I can't do any more than I'm doing. And with a bit of luck it will still pay off, and I can nick 1 or 2 more before going home in a couple of nights time. But for now I'm going to get some tea on, have something to eat, have an early night, get up early in the morning and see what the fish are doing. So until later on guys, cheers guys.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
Well guys, as we head into the last evening, it's been another very slow day. It's been red hot again today, even though we've had a nice southwesterly blowing in and the pressure has dropped a bit. That heat is just putting the fish off. It's making them feel uncomfortable and they just don't want to feed. I got up very early this morning, about 3, half 3, to watch the water, like I do most mornings to be fair, but especially this morning. And the fish were showing out in the middle and to my left. And because I'm limited to 40 yards in a swim, there's not much I can do about that. And the swims to my left are all taken, so I've kind of just got to sit here for the last night and hope that the fish turn up. But as soon as that sun came up, and it came up early this morning, there's just no cloud cover at all, the fish stopped showing. It's just making them feel uncomfortable at the minute. I mean, I think they're very close to spawning and they're already uncomfortable, so anything like that is just puts them straight off the feed. Nothing at all seems to be showing in the Smith side. It was very quiet, even on the social. It's been like it all week really. I think it's been a very big algae bloom on there, and it's been like pea soup all week, and I think that's putting them off coming in. They seem to be drifting into this area, the odd one shows and then they're out again. They're just coming in but they're not hanging about for any length of time. Seem to be all out in the Hardwick side, and normally this is a good area to intercept them, but maybe even that algae bloom is putting them off spawning a little bit. It won't be helping the oxygen levels. But it has gone a bit more overcast now. Like I said, the pressure has dropped a little bit. It's a nice wind, so you never know, I might be able to nick one before going home tomorrow. Managed a few fish in tough conditions. I think if it's been in a few weeks' time, these sort of conditions, you had a very good session after they'd spawned. But at the moment, like I said, they're feeling a bit uncomfortable. They don't really want to eat too much, they're just eating enough to sustain themselves. And that, and the algae bloom, the heat, it's just not quite right for them to spawn just yet, but they will do very, very soon. But we'll see how the night goes, see what happens, and I'll update you probably in the morning from a final rundown. So until later on, guys, cheers guys. Well, good morning guys, just about to slowly pack down now. It's been a bit of a hectic morning. Did manage another 3 fish this morning. Finally turned up on me after a couple of days being down the other end of the lake. I managed to slip the net under 3 more fish. One of them being the biggest fish of the trip so far. A stunning 36-pound Hardwick common. Unbelievable fish. Was that excited, forgot to focus the camera properly, so I'll do my best to sort that out and so you can see the footage, but the pictures are okay, so happy with that. So I'll give you guys a look at them fish now. Fish number 12, biggest of the session so far, 36-pound on the button. Taken a long time for this one to come, but well worth the wait. What a fish. So the side, unbelievable. Over the moon with this one. Real old, proper Hardwick common. Get in. Getting back. Fish number 13, 17 pound, 10 ounces. Haven't had nothing in the swim for a couple of days. And just like bosses, two come along at once. That's fishing for you. Can't complain. It's great to have a couple more, and you never know, maybe there's a few more in the area. You guys look at the other side. Lovely little young scaly fish, this one for the future. It'll be a mega fish in a few years' time. Definitely a sought after one. Yeah guys, it's getting back.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
Fish number 14, 20 pound, 4 ounces. Absolutely immaculate common carp. Unbelievable battle. It just goes to show you can't catch them if they're not there. What a fish. Side, scale perfect this one. Beautiful Hardwick fish. Getting back. As you can see guys, unbelievable fish. Been another great session down here at Hardwick. We managed 14 fish in total, losing 2, 16 bites. Can't really complain considering the weather has been terrible really. It's been red hot one minute, windy the next, low pressure, high pressure, raining. And with that and the fish wanting to spawn and an algae bloom, I've done really well and over the moon with the result. It's been very kind to me, Hardwick. This is only my 3rd ever visit and I've managed 56 bites, landing 48, 9 of them being over 30 pound. Unbelievable lake, unbelievable place, and I'll definitely be back and give it another go at some point. It has been very kind to me. So, unless I nick another fish as I'm packing away, that's it from me. So until next time, tight lines. and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers guys.